Thank you, Commissioner. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this very, very special occasion. My name is Bob White. I'm the Chief Executive Officer with the Charlotte County Chamber of Commerce. And I also have our Board President, Mr. James Colwell, with us here as well. And again, I wanted to thank all of you for coming this morning. I also like to acknowledge we have our Chairman of the Board of County Commissioners, Mr. Joe Tiseo, as well. And Pat, I'm really sure this is not the first time you'll hear this, but on behalf of our Board of Directors and our 1,000+ members that we have, welcome to Charlotte County. So it's my pleasure at this point to introduce Pat Miller, Vice President of Franklin Water Treatment. Please give him a warm round of applause.
They already warned me not to stay up here too long. I have a tendency to go to comedy routines and all kinds of things. So today I'll try to stick to the point. How many of you in here have known of Franklin Electric for some time? How many have not? Okay, so pretty small student. That's good news for us. So a couple of things to give you guys a little bit of history about Franklin. So literally like 1944, 1954, Franklin Electric was dawned up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And they were making motor windings for pumps, like well pumps. So the motor winding that drives that pump, that's what they were making. And they did that for years, and they supplied many different pump manufacturers. Eventually what occurred was that one of the major companies that they provided those to that were making pumps said, well, we're going to make our own windings. So Franklin said, well then, we're going to make our own pumps. So Franklin got in the business of making the whole pump, the winding and everything. And so that's been over somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 years that happened. Well, eventually Franklin, if you guys have been to a gas pump, there's a good chance that pump that's coming in to bring that gas out of the ground, good chance that's a Franklin pump. On your wells at home, good chance that's a Franklin pump. When you look at bigger applications, they have things like Mine Tubs. So that's an international company that's all over the place. That they have these great big giant pumps that they literally crane down in wall situations where they're mining, and they'll literally pull all the water out there so those guys can keep digging. And then when that pump gets good and torn up, they bring that up, they crane another one down in there and send that one back for rebuild. They've also gotten into some of the EV charging stations and things of that nature. And then of course, one of their most recent forays was in fact the water treatment business. So I was born in Indiana. This is where the story gets lengthy. I'm just kidding. Aqua Systems is actually based up in Indiana, and that's where I got my start in the water treatment business. And we built that up to a pretty good sized company, and then eventually we acquired Hillenbrand, and Hillenbrand was another good sized company in the industry. Since that time, or during this period of time, in fact a couple of them were before that, we now have about 13 locations similar to this, space between Phoenix, Indiana, 4 in Canada, there's 3 down here in Florida, we've got 2 in Indiana actually, and then 1 in Wisconsin. So we are growing very rapidly and we're in an acquisition mode. Pretty much that gives you a little bit of the history. And then this operation here, of course, was Action Manufacturing, which was an acquisition, which now also is a Franklin company. So this was an opportunity for us to invite all you in, show you the new facility is here to serve you and to serve this area. Very much appreciate all of you coming here to support us today. I'm going to turn it over to Dave Leathers. Dave Leathers has also been in the water treatment business for about 32 years. And he also was born at the Aqua Systems facilities up in Indiana, and now he's running this facility for us down here. So I'll turn it over to Dave.
Thank you, Pat. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming and joining us in this new adventure, exciting adventure for our team here at Franklin. We're excited to be in the county. We're gonna add a lot to the county, I think, and we'll be looking to expand and add jobs and tax dollars and the support that you're gonna get from here. So I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a win-win for everyone. Like Pat said, I came down and I was in retail. I was a retail store manager and outside sales for 30 plus years. and now I'm in the wholesale. And so we sell here currently. We sell to wholesale channels, your local certified plumbers and well drillers. So we don't sell retail here currently. There are a lot of people we sell to that do that. So that's what we do here. We assemble the equipment, and we'll have tours today and things that anybody that wants to go on those, learn a little bit of what we do and how we do and treat this water. The water of Florida, as we all know, we're sitting on swamp water down here, and that's what I was told by the former owner, swamp water. So that's kind of interesting to think about. But there's the water is, the tables are shortening up, the wells are drying up. So we've got to get creative into being proactive and having some savings of water and have systems that use less water. And so we're coming up with our vendors and people that are so smart in this industry to be able to come up and get products that can help us all. So we're just thank you. I want to thank the team from corporate and Avon, Indiana, and all the people that have been part of this move-in. We moved in October 6th, and we're here. And that guy on the end named Frank and his team here, I couldn't have a better. I'm proud of them. And we have about 12 people out of here. I'm a little bit of a sissy sometimes, I'm sorry. We have about 12 people out of here, and of that 12 people, we're doing about $7 million a year. And I'm just so proud of this team, and they work so hard. So we're gonna continue to add to it and grow, and we're excited to see where this takes us. Again, thank you to everyone part of it. Thank you all for coming, and we look forward to any customers talking to you guys and as well. And we'll turn it over to the next. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tracy. I'm the Director of Economic Development for Charlotte County, and I really appreciate everybody showing up. What a nice crowd we have here today. I wanted to thank also Franklin Water Treatment, Dave, Ron, Pat, who'd I miss? Everybody, another Dave. Thank you so much for your confidence in Charlotte County. We really appreciate this milestone that you guys have journeyed down, and you're making your way through a new movement for your organization and the future expansion of your organization. We're really very proud to have you here in Charlotte County. We're here for you. The Economic Development Office does not only work with companies that are looking for a new home, but we also do business retention and expansion. Our business is to help you grow and expand your operation so that you're profitable. You can create more tax base for us, of course, and jobs. You have also invested a considerable amount of capital into this facility. We appreciate that. We also work very closely with our business community for talent resources. We do have a special program called the Permanent Change of Station. We work with veterans that are coming out of the service, that are looking for a place of employment. We'd like to talk to you about that eventually. Any businesses that are in this audience, also Charlotte County is a Purple Heart community. We love our veteran community, and it's a great resource to tap into veterans across the country. So I wanted to mention that, as well as we are launching a new program to even broaden our talent pool called Careers on the Coast, and we'll be forthcoming in sharing that with the community once we do launch. But it's going to be another resource not only for the job seekers, but it's also going to be for our business community. So we want to support you in every way that we possibly can. We appreciate Franklin Water Treatment, your confidence in our community, and we're honored to support your continued growth and success. Congratulations to the entire team. We look forward to many years of partnership with you. Thank you. next speaker is our Commission Chair, Joe Tiseo.
So the Franklin team seemed pretty giddy, I think, and I'm thinking, is it because we're opening a new facility or because Indiana came out number 2 in the rankings? That's something to be proud of, my friend. I've been following football for a long time. I don't think I've seen that in my lifetime. That's amazing. What a fabulous team they've got. But on behalf of the Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners in Charlotte County, I want to welcome you and your team here to this new facility. And I'm retired from the petroleum industry, and you mentioned you service the petroleum industry. Now, back in the day, in the 80s, when I first started, we used the red jacket pumps, which I think is one of your competitors. But I think, Franklin, you guys came up with you got the variable speed underground petroleum, 1.5 horse, 2 horse. Yeah, so the industry started transitioning to that new technology, and I think Franklin really led the way in those variable speed technology, and it's pretty impressive stuff. But I just wanted to welcome you to the community and also talk about the significant private investment you're making in Charlotte County. Because as my job as a county commissioner, I'm looking to get as many tax dollars as I can, and you guys are helping me a lot with this facility. So you have a 10-year lease commitment, and that's with significant internal building improvements, and your long-term commitments to Charlotte County help strengthen our tax base. You're starting with 12 employees, and you anticipate 30 jobs by the end of 2026, and I hope we can do what we can to help you further reach those goals. And why this project matters. This facility serves as a prime production hub for the entire Southeast region, highlighting Charlotte County's strategic importance for manufacturing and logistics. These operations contribute to our regional skilled manufacturing and distribution ecosystem, which continues to expand year after year. Your economic impact, it projects the scale typically generates significant positive fiscal impact, including property tax revenue, sales tax contributions, and long-term community benefits. See what happens whenever I have my bifocals on? And of course, we want have a partnership with you for future growth. We look forward to supporting Franklin Water Treatment as they grow their workforce and deepen their roots here in Charlotte County. This project highlights the importance of collaboration, economic development, planning, and strong business-friendly environment. And I was talking to some of the Franklin folks before I came here, and they mentioned to me what a great job the Chamber has done in helping you meet up with resources here locally. I gotta give the Chamber a hand. I gotta tell you, Bob and his team and all the members do such a fabulous job here in Charlotte County. I think you mentioned over 1,000 members. I've had the opportunity to do some ribbon cuttings. I go to some of their coffees and other events. And if you ever needed a resource of networking, the local chamber, they're your go-to place. So again, I want to welcome you all here, and I guess we'll start with the ribbon cutting. That's next. Thank you.